Well, when you are excellent in every way, people do tend to tunnel the shit out of you. Okay, we are in with Blight Game from Moth. And we're off.
Lethal Russian.
And an early hit already as Toph gets a smack around the back of the head and pegs it off to Shaq.
Oh. Interesting. I didn't see any scratch marks.
Oh, cheeky blind! Out of nowhere, we were trying to struggle. What was that Claudette doing? But being a little bit spicy.
That was amazing.
Now Harry's bound to be frustrated.
Oh, double vault.
Yeah. At what stage, Jolie, do you leave the shack?
Well, as soon as pallet goes down, shack isn't a safe environment anymore. So you can pretty much use shack as much as you want, and that's another hit on McSun.
Yep, and basically found all of the survivors on one side of the map. Claudette did well for valuable points, but then interrupted that next gen.
Ooh.
I think it was a good call by Harry from Moth.
That double back, that hesitation.
Absolutely, and bang, down she goes. McSun, the captain, trying to wiggle away over to the corner to get that extra few seconds as the first gen pops.
Damn, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good, good job from the survivors. One gen for one hook. Oh. Still doesn't see anyone. Oh, but here's the shack window being used.
Yeah, almost provoking them to get over to Shack. I mean, it's now Ace's turn to see how long they can keep the killer here.
That's one vault on the shack window. That's 2 vaults on the shack window. Oh, is that 3? Really? You're going back to the hook? Interesting. So are we tunneling then? To get someone off of the...
I think he's just aimlessly going for them at this precise moment, but keeps getting lured back to Shack. But
that was for the people value right there.
Yeah.
Bill now stuck on the broken status effect for a few little seconds.
I think you have to balance up. I mean, the surviving team does get more points for fresh hook escapes if they do get an escape. But is it worth putting that initial pressure by tunneling someone out of the game in the first start? What would you do, Jolie?
Well, it all depends on how quickly you can get the downs, right?
A nice little decisive strike.
Wow.
And double insert to injury as the pallet slams down on his face with utter disrespect.
Mild concussion. Beware.
Because he's
but
revenge.
McSun on the wrong side of the pallet.
Wrong side of the pallet, and no petrol for you as they go down. 2 gens done.
So when you were asking about the tunneling, it all depends on how fast you can get the downs, right? If you can easily get a tunnel someone out of the game, that's amazing for pressure because it helps slow down the game so much. It's a permanent 25% reduction on their capacity to do gens.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Damn.
And Moth's killer starting to come into their stride a bit.
Yeah, they're picking up pace, that's for sure. Survivor seems to be struggling to get any sort of meaningful pressure now, because he always seems to find someone. Oh, for the people value once again. Interesting. So they really want McSun in the game then. They're trying to prevent that tunnel from happening.
Well, he is the captain. Probably abusing captain privilege. Come get me, team. I mean, I certainly would have a thing to say if you left me to die on the hook, Jolie. I'm just letting you know for future reference.
Well, guys, you know what I'm going to do the next game? For the content.
That's it. For the content, for the TikTok. And are we going to see a tremendous 4th hit as it comes out? And oh! Top goes down for a hashtag clip TikTok moment for his blind montage.
an amazing conversion as well.
And perfectly timed for the casting.
And the best thing is that was the only person going for the unhook. Oh no, there's another one. Who's brave enough to do this?
3 gens done. 4 hooks. 4 full hooks. And the team injured.
We don't count full hooks anymore.
Yeah. We call them full hooks.
We just count which stages they're at. Right now, Matsun is in the last. It's on 3rd hook if he gets hooked, and the ace is on 2nd, or is he on 3rd as well?
He's on 1st hook. He'll be going on to 2nd, and the 4th survivor there, Toff. Looks like they're about to progress.
Yeah, and Baboon still hasn't been hooked.
Protect
I might have
the
spoken
oldest
too
of
soon.
baboons.
I might have spoken too soon. Oh no!
Oh, a nice little block there, and a slap.
Oh
Some
god,
good time.
that's annoying.
When does the team
That's
rally
really
go
annoying.
off, hide, and reset, Jolie? And what will Harry be looking to do?
Have they used the boon, or have they not used the boon? Because the boon right here would significantly improve their reset potential. Because no one needs to heal you anymore.
Unfortunately, boons are banned on this tournament.
Well, boons are banned. Then you gotta get someone to rub your back for a few seconds. Then Baboon on the hook.
Baboon on the hook.
One thing I found interesting is that he hasn't kicked the gen yet, and he does it right as I say it. Well, I guess he's hearing me.
That's always the law, isn't it? The law of casting. You say something and then they completely undermine you.
Oh.
Eerily,
Ooh.
chase music has gone off. Don't know if
That
you've noticed.
usually happens. It's a little bit of a bug. I don't know if it's an audio bug or if it's a bloodlust bug.
Oh, not falling for it. Good use of the pallet, though. Gets him away. Is he going to make it to the next tiles? No, he's in the...
he's not.
Oh, but an important
he couldn't
miss.
bounce.
An important
Damn.
slip off the tree. Like a spider
Yeah,
monkey.
you wouldn't believe how hard it is to play Blight on certain maps just because of how slippery things are.
Another important miss. I will suspect another gen is about to go and ace doing their job, distracting from what's important, and then Harry realizing, no, he needs to get across there. Because one, that sounds
Good
like with 3
job.
pistons going, is nearly there.
Good job. He went for the giving up on the chase at the right time. It was very, very well played by him. It's tough to know when to give up as a killer. And the Meg looping very well. Ooh, little
There we
mistake.
go.
Corner tech. There you go, corner tech. Ooh, and one person is affected. That was eruption affecting the ace, I believe. That's 20 seconds that he can't work on that gen. Or heal, for that matter. That's really important.
There goes McSun.
And now on the last gen. Now this is the thing that you said. Like if he was able to tunnel McSun out first, he would have probably still have 1 or 2 more gens up. So it's quite unfortunate that McSun was so heavily saved. I'd say that Bill was probably the savior of McSun with those 2 for the people. Held states.
Absolutely. But no fresh are going to escape if they do manage to go out. And Survivor's doing a good job to hide. Just as I say that, a gen kicks off.
Oops. Couldn't hit the overcharge.
Yeah, the slight pressure of them doing that last gen seems to be affecting him a little bit.
Ooh. A big swing and a miss.
The big swingers.
I mean, I'm a big swinger. Whenever I play killer, I swing a bunch. Where are we playing?
В данный момент почему-то потерялся звук, я не знаю почему, это у них там с трансляцией проблема. Какая ситуация? Сейчас у нас умер Максон, есть пару повесов, также других людей, я точно не помню, сколько тут может 5 стадий. Я точно не помню из-за того, что у них там вон в левом нижнем углу Champions of the Fog закрывает нам сколько стадий сейчас. В данный момент, когда Максон побежал в угол, там тот ген чинил я, вон тот вот, который возле лачи. Я совсем забыл про подрыв, потому что у нас информации по нем не было. Я не додумался, из-за этого мы могли уже бы завести, потому что там подрыв и секучка, если вы заметили. Тут Мор делает какую-то ерунду полную, поэтому мы могли, возможно, даже втроем сбегать. Но тут уже была ошибка от меня и от подрыва. Еще один раз, когда я упал, вон там, когда я тэшку размансил, я не заметил, что там были вон те вот камни. Я этого не заметил. Именно поэтому я там быстро упал. И вот здесь мы заводим уже вдвоем ластовый ген. Здесь он, по-моему, будет бежать за мной. Здесь я фиг отманшу. Здесь я падаю, ну и здесь я просто говорю, давайте +2, просто я умираю, потому что я на второй стадии. У нас получается, что Максон умер, я висел, D8 висел и Тоф один раз висел. Это получается 3, за меня это 4, 5, 6, 7, это -2 и 8 стадий получается, если я ничего не перепутал. Если 3, 6... 7, 8, да, это -2 и 8 стадий. В данный момент у нас выходит. То есть здесь мне нужно дать -3. Ну, короче, мне нужно дать -3. По факту. Тогда я побеждаю. Ну что ж, давайте посмотрим, дам ли я -3 или нет.
To our next game with
So
the
what are we
oldest of
finding
baboons.
today?
And we have a spirit.
Ooh, spirit, that's interesting.
Considering he's a main, I think when you look at the next killers in the next match, Baboon has chose to be a blight on the next map that they go into. So a lot of tactics being used by Stinky Wind, try and maximize the potential of their killer.
Are you saying that he's a spirit main?
No, he's a blight main.
Oh, okay. So do you think they're playing the long game then?
Yes.
Oh.
But what do I know?
Spirit
I've been
is
wrong every single commentary so far, so let's see how this one rolls out.
Spirit is, however, a really strong killer. Ooh, wow. Harry read that so well.
I think a sigh of relief for Harry as that pallet comes down on the old baboon. Almost a revenge for the amount of pallets that got slammed in his face in the previous game. Oh, nice transition out straight to a hit as Harry goes down, which should be their first hook.
And this is good early game pressure. I believe that this hook came in quicker than the previous blight hook.
Absolutely.
So that's important. Ooh, still on the hunt. Oh my god, those two gens have quite the progression already.
Yeah, by now we should at least want to see one to keep that evil pegging. But remember, 2 trials in each one of these sets. A point is awarded to the winner of the set with the most points. Resets goes into the next set. One of the critiques of the pubdom was the amount of games we had in rounds, and hopefully this will compensate for that. The pursuit.
Going for the tunnel.
Hashtag tunnel games. Respected the
Is it
pallet.
worth it though?
Blocked it
Not
off with
exactly.
a husk. Yeah, doesn't
Didn't
like
quite
Harry.
respect the pallet.
Respected it by standing in it.
Oh yeah, but oh DS again! Damn, we've seen some DS value on these games. Ooh, Harry.
That was
Oh, Harry.
beautifully executed out of that transition. Straight onto the hook.
Harry should have dropped the pallet.
I think that's the biggest critique that you have of many people, is that not using the resources, trying to be smart and doing what they can, and then realizing that they're better off dropping the pallets early. Because that was a not good use of
In that
decisive.
specific situation, she should have just dropped the pallet because she heard the phasing coming from that side. I guess like, even if she wanted to go for a 50-50, it would have still been a 50-50.
Turnip found hiding in the corner, literally like a turnip, being pursued.
Balanced landing? Oh, called it.
I mean, it was a bit strange to run up to that tile in the first place, so you would have thought that that was going to be the obvious perk that was going to be kicked in. But a strange exhaustion perk to use on this map.
It was the only perk that would have saved them in that situation.
Absolutely. But would not have been my first choice. But considering that Dead Hardy's banned
There
on
you go.
Champions of the Fog, it leaves very little left. When Live that just kicked in as she sprinted up there, but
poor
it looks like poor
Harry.
Harry has been tunneled out of the game, and only one gen been done by Moth. Good start by the oldest of baboons.
Harry, you're a tunneler. Oh no, you've been tunneled. You're not a wizard anymore, Harry. Not with the
Expelliarmus! Old Baboon is obviously getting instructions from his captain as he bods up and down to say, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. There's nothing worse than someone whispering in your ear, telling you what to do.
I think he's trying to protect a 3-gen. I'm not 100% sure. But I think they broke the 3-gen. There you go. See, this is what I mean. Like, they're just dropping tons of pallets. Ooh,
Which is
well
something Harry
played.
neglected to do. So as you see, Asia is pallet dropping sooner. That's more experience in these kind of comp games, knowing that you don't have to reserve the resources as much as you would.
And it's interesting that after a teammate of theirs died, they've actually been able to do more gens.
Skulking. Whispering. And there we see the next victim. No, you're right, is protecting an area free gem, but it's not quite a free gem, but because of how quickly the spirit can transverse across the map, it's slightly out. Is it? Would you call that a free gen? Well, maybe you would.
It is a 3-gen, but it's a little bit far out, yes. Definitely it's going to be harder to protect than a normal 3-gen.
Certainly, Moth have picked up the game a little bit.
Going for the pallet.
There is going to come
And
a
now-
time where they need to get another gen off, because although they're dropping pallets and wasting time and forcing the spirit to keep the chase up, they will soon run out of them resources, and that's the opposite of what we were saying.
There's only 2 gens left, though. So
Yeah, but it hasn't been done. They've been on 2 gens for a while.
well, yeah, but you have to account that they were able to pop 2 gens.
You're wrong. I'm joking. What do I know? I'm a
From-
survivor.
They were able to pop 2 gens when they only had 3 people left. That's an impressive feat in itself. It's
Yeah.
like they picked up the slack from getting one last person already. Also, remember, every time the killer kicks the gen, it's 5% total progress that it loses.
Yeah. Shrewdly playing. 1 death, 4 hooks.
Damn, he predicted that Ager was right there.
Now the
There
old
you go,
baboon sucked
Yeager.
into the shack chase. Going off into the corner, trying to
Doesn't
pull
really
away
matter.
attention from the gens. No one's
No.
going to break that free gen. That's a sacrifice on the captain there. This could be a good play. Is it gonna
I
ping?
personally would have left the person on the ground. Personally, I would have left the person on the
Should
ground
see
and
it
went
pop any
back
now and
in.
then, otherwise that is going to be a waste.
Will they be able to? Oh no! Everyone's injured. That was probably the Dwight with the balance landing to running away. That gen has been touched because it's no longer yellow. There you go. And there goes the Claudette.
Oh, down they go.
There goes the Claudette. Now, exactly. There you
Так,
go.
ну и здесь
I was gonna
происходит вот такой момент, то что у меня лежит чел, висит, я бэкаю на хук, и я заранее знаю то, что чел на мейне, я там видел следы, но Мор дал -2 и 8 стадий, и здесь я просто решаю сыграть на верочку, здесь я ставлю соленое море и поднимаю чела. Здесь я решил ну просто взять и сыграть на верочку. Не пытаться давать, потому что я побоялся, что будет несокрушимый. Здесь чел на второй стадии, я бэкаю. Здесь я думал, что они где-то будут здесь, но они, скорее всего, побежали вон туда за машиной. Я уже покивал. Здесь я чекаю там, они, скорее всего, там в углу за машиной. Будут хилиться. Вот, один захилился. У нее была аптека, кстати, она могла и не хилиться. Я решаю пролететь туда. Здесь я никого не нахожу, но она была за машиной. Она за машиной хилилась, потому что я вот сейчас иду сюда и вижу следы. И там происходит сейв. Там засейвил хитованный оттуда. Ну, здесь я просто решаю взять и затуннелить чела. Чел бежит клатча, по-моему. Здесь я ошибаюсь, видели, чел впереди. А вот когда я сидел с аквалом, мне послышалось то, что он был передо мной, поэтому я замахнулся. Это уже моя ошибка была критическая. Вот здесь я решаю вместить в палет. Вместинг не происходит. Я блочу палет, лечу. Слышу чела, но и уже пробиваю. Чел умирает. Это уже -4 на и 7 стадий.
If it is, it's a huge hinder for Moth. Yep, you were right.
Off goes the tomato. Tomato soup.
Здесь мне дают еще один ген.
The fourth gem pops.
Есть инфа, то, что там тедлок, там может быть этот Двайт. Здесь я перелажу, решаю его, по-моему, бросить. Да, я его бросаю. А не, я... Не, я не бросаю. Здесь я его слышу, да и хит. Здесь я решаю его переиграть, он кидает палет и... Переиграл его. Это уже 8 стадий. Потому что по факту я могу сейчас просто встать АФК, дать -3, это уже будет победа. Но я решаю на верочку сыграть -4 дать.
There's 4 hooks left, so Turnip has not been hooked yet.
Sneaky hatch play, fresh hook, 3 points.
Решаю здесь поломать ген и, естественно, бэкнуть на тэшку. Потому что чел мог просто в соло туда там чинить. Что, в принципе, он и делал. Завел 5-й ген. Ну и здесь он уже не убежит никуда. Я уже его нахожу. Здесь решаю делать такой фейк. Не прошло. Здесь я решаю заблочить окно. Но там еще палет. Но чел решил в палет не бежать. И тем самым он падает. Ну и все. И по баллам мы выигрываем данный сет.
progresses to
I'm
death.
sorry, Turnip.
В принципе, мог давать минус 4 на
It
двух генах, но дал минус 4 на 5 генах. В принципе, это все равно победа для нашей команды. Также будет второй сет. Здесь я уже на руки поднимаю. То есть первый сет сейчас на данный момент 1-0. Мы ведем. И сейчас должен быть второй сет, где я буду играть на море, и они против нас на чуме, так как они ее пикнули. Будет игра на Бладлодже. Но, чтобы увидеть эту игру, набираем 10 лайков, и я выпускаю второй сет, где уже я играю на море. Ну что ж, всем спасибо за просмотр, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем пока.